Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey man, I know you just put up to the bar, but we close.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you need to tell me all these people out here they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man. I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to her. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, cause it look like you need it.
One drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink, cause I really yeah.
Hey man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the things we're brought to you by Southern Boy Apparel. That's right, Southern Boy Apparel.
Yes.
This is something that my boy Big T been coming up with, man, from the hat to the shirt.
The hat too.
Man, he got his own, but yeah, you know, you be doing the hat, so I'm gonna do some different ones. We're gonna do a little country style, but one of the things I like about it, you know, it's not just country, but it's just the apparel of making you feel good about your naturalness.
Yeah.
And I've been up in Tennessee, I've been around them, I love it. You know, I even got the boots on. You can't probably see the boots, but I'm gonna tell you, I go all the way out because it's a comfortable thing. And look, I was up there for a long time. I enjoyed myself, and the only thing I can tell you, if that's how you feel good about you.
Okay.
Dress to impress, but feel great about how you dress. All right, it's gonna make you feel good, and that's what we're trying to do here. Now, I got to get back to this presentation of what we're about to come up with Minecraft. Now, Minecraft got a segment coming up right now. I'm telling you, I need y'all to participate. I need y'all to go to the site, but I'm gonna let Craft tell you best because we got some learning things that I want y'all to grab hold to. Reason why? 6 years of us doing this, everybody's asking us questions. He's bringing a mentalness to bring you and break you through your problems.
Yes.
I've never ever been a part of a talk show that actually fixed anything. And he finally found a way to help you through a lot of your problems. And a lot of it is going to be going to this class, and then we're going to do some counseling sessions, and we're going to talk about more of that once you find out about this class.
Yeah.
Participate. What you got, man?
All
First
right.
class.
Appreciate that, Jay.
Always.
Class is called Active Mindfulness, and active mindfulness is ultimately a way to help you better manage your thoughts and emotions. The reality is that nobody has ever really taught us how to manage our thinking, and no one has ever taught us how to manage our emotions. Right? So most people don't know. You know, if they were 10 or 12 years old and someone said, hey, when you feel this way, just close your eyes and woosah. They would have been giving that young person a technique on how to deal with feeling bad. But rather than the child dealing with feeling bad, they act out. Right? And many people are acting out. They're acting out of how they feel. If they feel sad, they're going to act sad. And that's not the way life is supposed to be worked. If you feel sad, then and you find yourself acting sad, then you know you have to go inside and deal with it. You have to go inside and change your understanding about the situation so that you no longer feel that way. And so active mindfulness is just my personal baby. I've been studying this process for 25, 28 years, and I have found a way to help people overcome their own inside mental and emotional hurdles.
Yes.
Finally, somebody can help me fix what's going on the inside, right? And, you know, ultimately, the world will tell you you need to be more organized and more disciplined, and you need to be more aggressive.
Right.
You need to say more, know more, and you need to study harder, and you need to work harder, and all of this stuff. But nobody can seem to tell you how to do those things. That's what active mindfulness is designed for. It's to tell you, if you want to get more discipline in your life, we're going to teach you how to get discipline. The actual thought process that will immediately change your behavior.
Okay.
Right? So it's a powerful process, Jay, and I thank you for letting me introduce it here. Please come out. We're celebrating our first show on July the 25th. You can go on Eventbrite, just search for Mindcraft or Active Mindfulness, and you'll find us right there. It's going to be a powerful program.
Please go, please. I mean, everybody that supported my show, listened to my show, please understand, I never asked for a dime. I've been doing this out of the goodness of my heart. But the bottom line is somewhere along the line you got to pay.
Yeah.
But this is paying for the help along the way.
Right.
We have great dialogues, and I love our dialogues. But one of the things I got to say, we got to stop and realize sometimes we need more help.
Yeah.
Some of y'all can go to counselors, some of y'all can go but some of y'all can come right here. We've been trying to do this, build up a platform for you can trust us, because again, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So if you think this just came fly by night, no, we did this before the pandemic, after the pandemic, because we trying to be here.
There you go.
So be with us.
There you go.
Yeah.
A great way to introduce our show. This is Bar Talk with Jay.
Yes.
My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we are here to liberate your minds and souls with a fantastic dialogue.
Yes.
Tonight's topic, how do you feel about dating in today's times?
Ooh.
And whether you're 18 or 80, you may still be interested in dating. And if you are, there's going to be some real sweet information to come out of this dialogue. If you're not in the dating world and you seek to be in the dating world, you just might learn something here tonight, right? So that's what it's all about. That we're going to chop it up, and we want you to find the gravy. We want you to find something good and edifying for your spirit and your life, so that you can make better decisions and do your life in a much, much better way. It's all about you, really.
Yes.
So, we want to thank you folks again for being here. Of course, we always start the night off with a prayer. And Jay, would you like to do prayer tonight?
I'm gonna try this one real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak out to you because we're talking about dating, but can you get closer to the Father? Can you get back to the spiritualness of what He has for you compared to what people are telling you about this dating? Can you get a fulfillment of you by Him so you can have a fulfilled dating relationship and a marriage? I really feel like the problem of the day is we believe in ourselves more than you believe in Him. You think you make the best decisions when all you gotta do is follow the words that He already put out there for you. No matter what spiritualness that you want to claim, I'm just saying He has things for you. He made your body where it can kind of regain and heal, and He can do the same thing you were doing in relationships and everything else, but you got to believe. And I really feel like relationships are failing because no one's believing in each other, because you got to start with Him first. If you ain't whole with Him, why are you trying to be whole with someone else? It takes Him to help you through many things that you go through. But then you want to forget when you choose that one next to you. All I'm asking you is to give Him more of the glory and me less. Because just because you're here don't mean you're with Him. Get with Him first and then hear His voice, because He will speak through me. One or two or more around. Just understand, He's always going to be in your corner. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Yes, He is. Ooh, He is something to behold. I don't even want to start going down that path.
But that's the path we be on. That's okay.
He is the answer, the way and the light.
But now we gotta have some fun.
How do you feel about dating in today's times? How do you feel?
Difficult. Very difficult. It's hard to see who's being honest, who's being real. Today's social media makes it even more. Back in the day, and I mentioned this on shows in the past, I used to have to go to a club and a couple people sitting at the table. I was trying to find out whose eye I can grab to see who I'm going to walk up on, and then it really built me up to have the confidence to approach a person. Walk over there with the confidence, try to pull her away from our friends. Everybody know how that normally go. Pick the wrong one, they're going to be joning you, you're going to be walking away. Normally I was with my boys and they're going to be like, this is like it right out well for you. But it actually builds you up in a way that I never thought of. Because now I had you the confidence to be able to walk to somebody and speak. And I really feel like that's the whole hunter mentality of trying to find that right one. Because you got to be bold enough to be able to make that encouragement and that courage to walk up on. That encouragement to be able to speak to a person that you don't know. Instead of being able to look at an app and swipe, and they like you, so now you got more options. At the time I walked to her, the option was at my hands and who gonna talk to me. That right there was a challenge.
It is a challenge.
And I had to accept that challenge because I had my boys behind me. They didn't push me, but they was behind me. And again, they never told me that I couldn't or anything. They were like, okay, he's walking to the table. They kind of bossed me up. And then you walk over there and then you do it. And sometimes you walked away successful, sometimes you didn't. But it just builds you up to multiple things.
Yeah, you know that the average guy don't have the kahunas to walk up to a table full of women. right?
Now,
And here's how they think.
how they
right?
thinking?
The first thing I got to do is have the courage to walk across this room, past other people, other tables, and
they watching
get
you?
to your table. Yeah, and everybody watching me. Where is he going, right? First thing I got to do is have the confidence to get up and go walk across it.
Right.
The second thing is I need to say something meaningful when I get there.
Now,
Right?
see, that's what
That's
lets you
the hard
know.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that lets you know you and how comfortable you can be with yourself.
Well, you got to be very comfortable with yourself. Listen, nobody who's shallow and nobody who's timid is ever going to do that. So, if you walk, and I done walked up on a few of them, sometimes out of desperation, sometimes a little alcohol helps, sometimes she was just that bad. But I walked to the table, and in the midst of walking to the table, I had this effort attitude. I'm like, I don't care what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in. I got to have this. When you're at the club and the night gets gone, and it's 12:30, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, and you ain't did no choosing. Listen, you've been getting lots of attention, but you ain't really choosing nothing. And you see them looking at you, but you don't go over there. No, listen, and I don't know, you got to go over there early.
Now,
Early in the
hold on.
night.
Even in early, I have to pay attention to make sure nobody else is coming for them. Because I've had that situation.
I've
I
had
walk
that
in,
happen
somebody
too.
else was walking to the
Recently,
table.
actually.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
But what I can tell you is, I had one that I asked to dance. Now that's another easy line for somebody. And please know someone how to dance when you do this, because I can. So I asked her to dance, and she said no. So of course my feelings a little hurt. I'm like, wow. She said no to me. So later on that night, I was out there dancing. I'm having a good time. I'm getting off the dance floor, getting a little sweaty. You know what I'm saying? I had fun. And she said, "I'm so glad I ain't danced with you. You nasty." and I felt good because at least she knows she denied me, and I didn't know why. And then later on, she came and told me, even then, I don't know how to dance. I just really came out with my girls, but I'm not a dancer. But then she started a conversation. So again, you don't know how things gonna work out, but the confidence of me at least asking her to dance, and then the turn down, I never got rude.
But see, you can never ask a question that you don't already know the answer to. Like you shouldn't be asking black and white bold questions with women, because if they have a little fear, they're gonna reject you just because they don't know how to handle the situation, right?
I mean,
you gotta work your way up to it.
Just answer the dance. I didn't know.
I get that.
Yeah.
But you hadn't, you got to stand around and look, get some little eye contact. And, you don't just walk up and ask somebody to dance. You got to have some chemistry going on. I seen you looking at me from across the room. Oh, I can see you getting your groove on. Oh, man, yeah, that's the right song. Hey, you want to...
She was sitting there dancing with her girls.
Okay.
But she couldn't really dance. Now, I didn't pay attention to her moves at the time.
Right.
But I seen her just sitting there dancing by herself. So I'm the kind of person that if you can dance by yourself, you can dance with somebody. So that's just me and my mind. And I ain't saying this is the things that y'all need to go out here and start experiment. I did this. This is me. And I went over there, and the first thing I always do is, would you like to dance? I'm asking. And again, when she said no, you was already dancing, so it's like, okay, she just don't like me. So I respectfully have to back away.
But that's not what that no meant.
But I didn't. But remember,
no doesn't mean that at all.
When it hit you,
yeah,
it kind of hit you. But my whole thing, respectfully, I never had to say anything negative. I didn't have no frowns. I had to respect. She said no. So when she said no, I went on ahead, my little walk of shame back, like, dang, I ain't hitting tonight. As in asking. And then later on, I asked somebody else. I ended up dancing, and then later on, she's like, "Ooh, I didn't know you dance like that. You not." But she let me know I don't really dance, but I was with my girls, and we still had a great conversation. So my whole thing is the confidence of at least approaching got me I like to say
a mini conversation.
Mini conversation later because it didn't hit off.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we had great conversation at the club. Nothing prevailed. No number, no nothing. And to me, that's still a win. Because that person still know you. So
what makes this thing so difficult? Other than real, what's the challenges?
The challenge now is I don't like some of the games that's being played. Because if I'm straight up with you, I need you to be straight up with me.
What you mean?
They're not being honest.
About?
They ain't honest about who all they dating, what all they doing. Their whole thing is, I don't know you, I don't gotta tell you anything, that's fine. But don't put me in harm's way. If you got a man at home, don't play me and saying, well, I might have somebody, but I don't know how that's working out. Don't have somebody, and then you want to play like you want to find somebody else, because it can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, I would change your life.
That's good.
I would change your whole damn life. Don't fool with me. I am that person.
I would change your
that
life
I would
too,
everything.
Yeah.
So
But,
I don't like it so.
there is a lot of married people dating around.
And let me let you
And
know,
they will not tell you the truth.
do not care to date anybody that's married.
Yeah.
Now, reason why is simple. I understand y'all can swing, y'all can do all this other stuff. I don't know the commitment level of what y'all have. Okay?
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody singly for me because I'm single. All right? I was married. And I understand the disrespect that can go along the way. So I choose to date another person that's single.
Okay.
And if you can respect that, we could grow from that. But don't lead me down a path because you trying to get out of one to get into another one, because at this point I can't trust you.
Yeah, and so there's a fine line there when you first meet people. You don't know what you really want them to know, and so you might not tell them. Sometimes they might be a little nosy and asking questions, and all you want to do is just have a good time. Let's talk about bowling. You bowl? You know what I'm saying? You bowl? You ever been to wrestling before? You know what I'm saying? You ever been downtown to this restaurant? Don't worry about who I'm dating and where I'm going and whether sometimes they have to get into your whole life way too early. And that's one of the challenges.
Can I give you another one?
Go ahead.
When somebody asks you for stuff on the upfront, Boob, I know you know what I'm talking about. When they asking you, can you afford to do this for me? I just met you.
Oh, they're valuing you.
You get value, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you afford to get my nails done? Can you afford to give me a bag? Can you? I mean, they start off, because remember, we're the ATL. So let's just keep it real. You can meet somebody very attractive, nice, and then you start talking, and one of the things they bring up quickly is, can you afford me?
Right.
All right, and it's like, wait a minute, you mean afford you, and I don't know nothing about you. I don't know all what you do.
Right.
We having a regular conversation. Oh, I just want to make sure you can make enough money for me.
Right.
Now, my whole thing is, I've been doing quite well financially, and I don't know nothing about yours, but you're telling me on the upfront what I have to bring. Now, some of them are not doing bad. I won't trip.
Okay.
But they ain't trying to spend theirs on me. They trying to make
Like
sure
you
they
trying to
get
spend
it.
yours on them.
Can you fulfill what the last man did? And I have no idea what he stepped himself into, but I'm about building up. Okay? So that means we are building up. You just want to ride.
And listen, that's a big problem going on in the dating world today. Riders. And I ain't talking about them other kind of riders.
Believe me, I got a motorcycle. I know about riding and riding.
Yeah, and ride.
And pulling.
And ride.
And pulling. Because they can't keep up pulling.
So, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. There's men just think, and I'm just telling you ladies from our perspective, we just think that there's a lot of women who aren't really interested in the dating process, but they out there spending men's money. And them two just don't go together. They just don't go together. You're going out with these guys and you're getting the frivolous, the frills, the extras, maybe the nice meals, maybe taking out of town, maybe be buying stuff for you, whatever. But you ain't really about him. And so you just playing the game of, being about him. And I know I've seen in Atlanta, and I'm sure it happens around the world, that when a man becomes older,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he's not as active as he used to be,
Mm-hmm.
that he'll just take you out to dinner and buy you stuff just to come be with him a couple times a week. Right?
Okay.
We know a lot of men like that. And these women are saying, yeah, he may pay some bills and he do all this, just. Oh, I ain't got to do nothing but just go spend Sunday afternoon with him. I fix him a meal sometime, and he take me out, and he buy me stuff all the time, and I ain't really about him. Right? I'm just, getting the cream off the top, just get the fringe benefits. We don't like them fringe benefits attitude, especially in a dating scene. Me and Booby were talking earlier. We like equality. I want you to treat me like I treat you. I want you to want to take me out. I want you to act like you want. Even I might not let you, but I want you to act like you're gonna spend some money on me. Right? We work the same. I want you to act like you're interested in doing something for me rather than just taking. And that's a big problem, that there's a lot of takers, and taking, ultimately just don't work. You might get a guy for a little while, but he gonna realize, or you might get a girl who's giving.
I don't like the conversation that some females have with others that I talk to. Your man need to do this for you, and my man do this. Okay, it becomes a competition. I think half of them is lies. It shouldn't be about a person doing all this. Do this person encourage you? Do he call you, uplift you? Not a person that is called every day, but a person that really respects you.
Yeah.
He respects the things that you go through. A person that you can ask, what's my best qualities? And they can shoot them right off because they actually get into you. These are real relationship type goals that you need to be aiming for, and not this materialistic thing. He got to buy me this. He got to do this for me. He got to keep me up. No, this is something that your girlfriend might have told you. Listen from a person that's going to look into you to be with you. So you will be a space that I'm not going to think twice about if I got to keep paying for everything. You can't do nothing for me, encourage me, say things to me that I don't have the best days all the time. But all you can do is ask for stuff. That's all you know, because that's all you've been through. I'm not blaming you. All I can tell you is your past will not be my present. Everything that you've been through was for you to learn from. I'm a person that you grow to, okay? Because I've been through things too. I'm not pushing them off on you. I ain't tell you my last one acted like this. My last one did that because I feel like that's disrespectful. I had to learn. She put me through it because I did things to her and we had to learn. Now I'm with you. I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to be transparent so I can find out what you bringing to the table.
But they don't want to be transparent.
No, they don't want to be transparent because they feel like, no, if I told you everything, then you wouldn't mess with me. Then take that chance. Let me walk my ass away from you. Knowing you have these difficulties, and you'll probably find out I won't.
Yeah.
Because what you went through, I might have to. But you too damn scared to be real. But then you want me to stay real, and you stay a fake person, thinking you're going to keep a real brother. I promise you, long term, I'm leaving you. There's no way in the world I'm going to stay in misery because I know where I've been. That's why I said today, it's shifting. Men are getting stronger when we realize we got to be there for our women. We got to be a provider. But don't come with the disrespect thinking we're going to do it because of some stuff somebody else told you. That's some bull. Learn the person you with, not the person you was with. Because he screwed that up. Don't bring that to me. That's damaged goods that I want you to be healed from. Because I am not a psychiatrist to fix you from all the shit you've been through.
That's a problem in dating, is that we end up dating people who have been through some challenging stuff. They've been hurt, they've been abused, or they've been, sideswiped, or whatever the case may be, and they're not gonna get over that stuff. People are not healing. We said that all the time, right?
Said a minute.
How do you heal from a relationship? I don't know. That's
That's
a whole nother conversation.
Go to your class.
But the reality is that, okay, you broke up with your boyfriend 6 months ago, but yet, you know what I'm saying?
But you keep talking about it.
And so
keep running back to him, taking phone calls behind my back.
Right. Oh, by the way, he's slipping, he knocking it down every couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? He just sliding through.
But I can't stand him.
Yeah, so you can't bring old baggage into a new relationship.
Nope.
Because it just doesn't work. But you got to find a way to heal. And we're all fighting with, how do you heal? We're all fighting with, how do I know if I'm healthy enough to go ahead and go on and do some more dating?
Okay, let's
am I willing to pass up on this good person that's in front of me and knowing that I'm not healed? Probably not. I'm not going to be real honest with you and run you away. I want to let you fall in love with me before you run away. Right?
I was going to answer that question. How do you know you was with a person for a while? How do you know you really got healed from it? When you spend enough time alone and you understand the wrongs of what you did compared to what you blame, And then you start getting to a point where you try to enhance you for you, not about him. Then you are getting to a healed state instead of a damaged state of blaming and staying. I really say everybody don't do it because you hurt and you want to replace. You need to take time to realize that person came into your life and he made change in you. Did that change work out? Is that the best person for you? You did it for him. I'm saying I realized I was with somebody and I made changes, but it didn't work out. But I need to see the best things for me.
So, okay.
Talk to me.
I like to throw a twist, right?
I like twisters. I don't like Twizzlers though.
Let's say that you're single
I am.
and you are still getting it in with your ex every once in a while,
Ooh.
right?
Okay.
It happens.
I hear about it.
Familiarity, comfort, safety,
Always.
sometimes, whatever, right?
I don't know about safety.
Somebody to love, right?
Right.
You know, somebody to love without all the talk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
know
then,
you.
yeah, and then you meet somebody special.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you stop doing the booty call with your ex and really dial in to be in a relationship with this person? Are you going to try to be in a relationship with this person and still knock down your ex every
Nope.
2 weeks?
Nope.
But like that's a problem in dating, is that sometimes
It
people don't know
is.
when to. They don't know the fine line when to cut it off or
Look.
when to tell me the truth or
Look.
whatever the case may be.
Let's look at it like this. First of all, when I meet you, I'm not going to tell you what I was doing because I don't know.
That ain't your business.
Okay.
Right.
But when I start seeing things in you and I see a future where we're talking about long term.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving you an idea when
Yeah.
I'm going to cut off. When
Long
we
term?
just talking.
Yeah.
We just talking. Okay? So I'm not going to just cut everything off. But when she starts saying, I want to be in a monogamous relationship and I'm looking for a husband. I am looking for that person that's going to be with me, my ride or die, and this, that. We start to have real conversation. At this point, I have to make a decision.
Okay.
That is, I'm going to make that ride
Okay.
or I'm going to continue doing what I do.
Right.
And to me, when you know this one seems like the one, you already went down this road with this one. It is for me to go back to my ex and be like, you know something? I think I found somebody. And the scariest thing is you scared of what she's going to think. My whole thing is she can come to your behind and say the same thing. Why are you scared and you want to be happy? She should be happy for you because it is a temporary situation that y'all getting by, but y'all will miss opportunities continuing that. So I will go to her and be like, hey, we had our great times, but I think I found the one. Now, is she going to like it? Probably not, but my whole thing is...
She'll respect it if she respects you.
And if she didn't,
Yeah.
is she going to respect the relationship I'm about to build?
Yeah.
Or we won't be like that.
Right.
Now, when I say
Now,
like
that's
we
very
gonna cut,
important. That's
we gonna
very
cut
important.
sex, but we won't have that real intimate
now-
because she was my friend.
Here go the thing, Jay.
I don't need two friends in a relationship of a long-term marriage.
In order to
That's
have
gonna be a
that
problem.
conversation with your ex, that hey, I know you're my cuddy buddy, but I can't fill that gap for you no more. You're gonna have some feelings for this other woman.
Well, hold
Like
on,
you're
hold
gonna
on.
have to,
Yes,
you're gonna have to be like, I like this other chick,
Right.
man. Let me make sure I
Craft,
preserve this
you
thing.
know,
I mean?
I've been engaged more than once, and I've cut so many people off because of the person I was trying to build a future with. Even though it didn't work, I cut folks off just to realize I know I tried. Okay, and that made me feel more whole as a man compared to just doing what I wanted to do. Having my way can be fun, but knowing I need to be respectful and I want to be with one is everything that he wrote for me compared to what I'm trying to write for me. I'm like having fun because I was hurt. I've been through things, but long term, I like to find that one that I can just ride out with. But I'm gonna take my time with because it ain't gonna be everyone. Everybody ain't gonna take that ride, bro. Everybody ain't for you. But the number one thing, do you know you? Do you have a relationship with him? Do you understand what he's asking of you in purpose of life? Not a woman, a purpose of life. Because we all have purpose. You get to your purpose, then you can understand what he sends you because now it makes sense. Because he wrote it out. You writing out your own novel and he got one better than you. Because you too busy stuck on you and you ain't paying attention to him. It seemed like every time I got into me, I ran amok. But when I got hurt and I went to him and I asked for understanding and he blessed me with understanding, he blessed me with great people like you, Boob and the rest, that encouraged me to try to be the best me. Not nobody else, not trying to be Boob, not me trying to be you. Be the best me. So you can still stand strong for your kids and your loved ones and everybody that's around you. So they can respect you for who the hell he made you to be. And then he will bless you with who you need to be with. I was choosing. Wasn't choosing correctly. Wasn't choosing great. But I tell you what, everybody that came in my life, I hope I blessed in some kind of different way.
I hope I blessed them all too. I tried to leave them better off than I found them in most cases. But I as a fine line, and what you said, Jay, was real man shit. You know what I'm saying? Real man shit is I want a straight lady. And, when I meet somebody who's, respectable enough and, on a daily basis earns my love, that, hey, that's what I want, right? But you and I both know that there's a level of reality that's in the world where I'm going to keep my cuddy buddy for a while. And I might keep my cuddy buddy for a long time. And my cuddy buddy might pay my rent when I ain't play you. I don't know you like that. You don't seem like you want to share with me like that. So people do hold on to the old and miss out on the opportunity of the new. And it's a judgment call because the new might not be worth shit. You might you might commit to this person and ruin the long-term relationship you had with the other person. However, if you decide that you're going to stop being a cuddy buddy with somebody, I would hope that they could respect you enough to let you go and have your relationship that you need, right? I would, any woman who came to me, I'm not going to say any of my cuddy buddies, but anybody who would come to me was saying like, listen, I met somebody special, I think I really want to focus in on that, I would be like, damn, do your thing, Sean, do your thing. And in fact, I'm immediately going to put them in the friend zone so I don't be testing their pulse, right? And I got a couple of people like that. I immediately put them in the friend zone, and so now when they come around, I don't be trying to hug on them and kiss on them and rub on them and take the clothes off, all that stuff. Whereas I used to do that, right? I completely changed. I respect the fact that she has moving on, and she's not really going to be much of a friend to me if she got a relationship with a man, because he probably ain't gonna have her calling me every other day, telling me their problems or telling me the good news and all that other shit. So I really am going to be allowing her to just fade away from me when we have that conversation, And right. I would respect anybody who wants to focus on the real thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. But there are a lot of people who hold on to the old and they keep getting their boots knocked by the ex, or they got somebody else, just imagine this. You meet somebody and you're at the club, at the party, at church, whatever, and you have a great time at the event together. You leave there and you call one another and you start this great conversation. You talk half the evening, you talk to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're starting to really feel each other. Right. The next day it starts with a good morning and a text, and then we're gonna have lunch, and then hey, well, we'll plan a trip. We go out of town next weekend, and somewhere in there that. The lady, I think in most cases, women will be like, I'm all about this brother. I'm finna make this thing happen, right? I'm going in. But she don't know that every other night they get off the phone at 2 or 3 o'clock, he go knock down his ex. Or the ex come by at 6 o'clock in the morning and get a work, because that's the workout program they've been on. And so he don't have to convey that to her as of yet. There's no reason she's not coming to his house or anything like that. We know that the line is very blurry when it comes to these things. And I think that these situations have killed a lot of potential relationships.
I have to be compelled to tell you about the last relationship I was with, and I was actually going to be in a committed relationship. And I'm gonna
you
get
were
this
going
one.
to be in.
I was getting in.
You was planning. Okay.
I was planning, and without throwing names, because that's what I don't do. Okay. But I'm gonna say this person started off talking to me, and she knew I wasn't into monogamy. Now, I'm gonna have to give a little bit of her background. Father was a pastor, Seventh-day Adventist, and this is a person that when I knew her background and we talked, We had great dialogue, but it never was about her just wanting me. She wanted to pick me because of what I do, talk radio. And she wanted to see how I was thinking and what I was doing. She gravitated me in conversation day after day after day. And it got to a point where I said, you know something? She never ever asked me to give up anything. She didn't like me, okay? Because I was not in a monogamous state where she wanted me to be. I wasn't gonna pretend for nobody. I ain't know her. Attractive, but it's a picture. I don't. So I didn't feel like I had to be compelled to do anything for anybody.
Right.
But this person talked life into me.
That's good, Jay.
When a person talks life into you, it changes your mental. These are the things that I would encourage you to listen when you talk to somebody compared to somebody trying to play with you. This person was not trying to play. She was talking life.
Yes.
She was encouraging. She said positive things, not just to me, to her kids, and everybody that she spoke to.
Yeah.
She tried to keep a positive on everything than a negative. Not just because
Right.
her background, and it's just how she was.
Right.
So that encouraged me to talk to her even more. To figure out, is she playing a game? Is just her? And I realized she had no game to play.
Yeah.
It was just her. So I learned to be more honest and open because I was honest and open with her. To make a decision about when I want to make a change, that's what makes you want to make a change. Because they ain't out playing. This is like a roof. Go back to you and you'll understand the roof.
Yeah.
She had a history way before me. And it was honorable to a woman. Everybody wasn't with her. Her body count wasn't like that. Wasn't asking. She showed it. Okay?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't doing nothing before marriage. And then she was married here and there. That's it.
And so, did anything spark in you? Like, man,
It
might
sparked
be a
in me.
keeper
Then
right
why
here.
would you talk to me when you kept this fine line?
Well, she don't know you yet. She's trying to
There
get to
you
know
go.
you.
But she's willing to.
Yeah. And
See,
did that-
some people
but-
feel uppity and they ain't gonna speak to you. She felt like I could speak to you because you were real enough that I can expose and tell you compared to you being a fake brother and I walk away from
And
you.
did her demeanor, personality, the way she talked to you, did it cause you to think like, man, this might be a keeper? I might need to
course.
check myself on my decision here.
It made me think about it when she spoke so highly of me when I wasn't around.
And you and when you caught wind of it, you was like, oh man,
I'm hearing it from other people when they meet me.
Right.
I'm
So-
hearing how she's speaking on me.
Right. So, and listen, that's good. That's good, Jay. I just want. I keep wanting to deal with this little thing.
What's that?
You meet somebody, you have a great conversation all night long, and when you get off the phone, you go, she go and get a boyfriend, knock down a boyfriend. But she called you the next night, you know what I'm saying? And how long is that supposed to go on? The problem I'm getting to here in dating is that people are double dipping and people are playing games, and you don't
Right.
know. You don't
Right.
you don't sometimes know when to commit and
This-
when to let go of the old and all that other stuff.
I hate to say this to some people, but some people gonna use this in the wrong way,
Okay.
and that's gonna be them.
Okay.
She didn't want to go to sleep without talking to me. She woke up ahead of me and wrote me a positive text every morning. When you deal with a person that sees life into you and feed life into you, it's hard for me to think about what she was doing other than thinking of me. And that's why I'm trying to get people to realize there's great people out there. And when you meet them, respect them. Because that can't be played with. What's being played with is these young people thinking they can say whatever they want to say when they ain't even speaking the word of God. They ain't speaking life into you. They speaking straight devilish. No great intent for nothing. But when you meet that one that's speaking into you, don't ever denounce it because they don't have to.
Okay.
And I am telling you, there are great people out here. We just got to take time. That one came out of the dark.
You know, there are great people out here, and we do have to take time. And, you know, my question, concern, my little fear
What's that?
is that I'm seeing people who have been with other people for many years and still don't know them. How in the world can I get to know somebody in such short period of time? And that's where really I think it takes a supernatural effort. You know, I say, Lord, I really like this woman. I need you to take her away from me or bring her closer. You know, I need some help with this because I don't know her last 20 years and I definitely don't know her future 20 years, but I don't want to make a mistake because she could have some habits or some stuff that I don't, I'm not interested in. But you don't get to know much of that stuff until you get to know people. And it'll come out in little things. And you're like, we've been dating a year. I didn't know that about you. We've been dating 5 years. I didn't even know that about you. So that's the challenging part about dating, is that it really does take a long time to get to know people. And I think most dating environments are trying to pack too much getting to know you and really not getting to know each other at all.
Yeah.
And they don't figure that out until it's too late.
And I'm going to tell you, one of the things that made our relationship, as highly as I speak on her, go left of center, I got afraid of what it could be.
So you pushed
Because
her
I've
away.
been so longing for it. It hit a fear. I'm telling you from my heart. It hit a fear. Because if it was successful, I had it so long that I got scared for myself. And I'm going to tell you, we can
That's good.
self-sabotage. And I don't want it to happen to anybody else, because that was a great part. But also, because of the things that went through with her, it was still a fear of hers as well, because she was looking for things that was happening in her past. Okay?
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, I just hope you can let them things go. Because if you can, the beauty of what you can make, endless.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
self-sabotage. I don't even know how to deal with it, but we got to be mindful that we don't sabotage our own life and our own future and our own relationships. This has been Bar Talk with Jay.
Yes.
My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8 Facebook Live. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Send all your friends and family. And, of course, again, we just do this from our heart. There's no real gravy in here other than putting together a great message and hoping that you really like it. So never forget, folks, that we love you.
Mhm.
We appreciate you. And with that,
We are out.
Ain't no last calls here.